Well, when you're in college, you don't know anything about it much. And my folks had been interviewed by somebody from Westminster and some other places about me coming there. And I was probably a small school oriented rather than a big university. I didn't like the idea of going to MU. That dad had gone to MU, and my mom had not gone to college, and so I just was not interested in a big school, and then Westminster had its appeal. I got a scholarship to go, and so decided that was a good spot for me. So that's why I went to Westminster. Matter of fact, I graded German and Spanish. No, I had the answers. I mean, I'm not pretending that I knew anything about it, but that's the kind of stuff that I did to earn my scholarship. It was not big money at all, but it, I guess, helped with the tuition, so I did that. Well, of course, I joined Phi Delta Theta fraternity. By the way, I got elected as president of the freshman class. Anyway, that was sort of a political thing. I think all the kids in the all school had ways to get guys like freshmen. Nobody knew who the heck I was, but anyway, became president of the freshman class. But anyway, yeah, I made some really good friends in my fraternity, and Wally Berger particularly is probably the best friend of all those that you all have possibly heard of. And of course, that's where we all. When I was a freshman, we were decorating the annex, which was a house that was added to in addition to the fraternity house. We were all over there kind of decorating, and all of a sudden we got this breakthrough on the radio, which is all we were watching then, about Japanese bombing Pearl Harbor. Uh, the story that I all recall is that we all looked at each other, wondered where is Pearl Harbor. We didn't know where Pearl Harbor was, except the Japanese had bombed us, and so that upset everybody. And of course, we were already we'd been we had a number for going to fight Hitler. In those days, Hitler was controlling Europe, and so anyway, to shorten this down, we all decided that we were rather go to fight the Japs since they bombed us. So we all went to St. Louis several weeks later and joined the Navy rather than the Army. Our enlistments for the draft was going to put us in the Army. We thought we'd rather be in the Navy than the Army. So that's how I happened to get into the Navy. We got into a Navy V-12 program. And if you were in college when that war broke out, they needed officers something awful because they didn't. We were not prepared to be in a war. The United States was not. So they wanted us to take come back. Well, they took over Westminster College, the Navy, the government did, and put us in uniform, the Navy V-12 apprentice shipment uniform. Paid us $50 a week, a month, $50 a month. That was what it was, and the pay was no big deal, but you stayed there for uh, depending upon where you were in college. I stayed for another 2 semesters, and then they were going to send me to some other school for training. But I took extra hours in those extra 2 months, so I had 20 some hours of study, so that I would not have to take that many more after the war was over. Anyway, I got sent to as an assignment after I had done my 2 semesters. Got sent to Harvard Business School, and on the government, and I got a Navy's worth of training for the Navy, and also a year of Harvard Business School, which was a huge break. And I didn't realize it at the time, but that was a huge time in my life because that was when I met Diane.